I think the answer lies in the Glinthorn Buccaneer along with Arius. Make Glinthorn Buccaneer unblockable. And that's game. Hey, we did it. Nice. And they had the kill. They had it on the battlefield. All they had to do was gain life. We managed to come out of nowhere with 4 mana. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another Brawlin Friday. I am your host, of course, Average Zen of Average Zen Presents. And we're streaming to you live as we do 4 days a week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Usually 11 to 1 Central European Time. On Thursdays, we get started a little bit earlier for our Achievement Hunters Lodge episode, which was enlightening yesterday, I'll say that. Special shout out to Hobbit Snake, who helped us with some research in midstream there, as far as figuring out some clarity and some consistency around what achievements are the requirements for some achievements. At any rate, thank you so much. And, of course, we are still in the midst of our Ether Drift Play Booster Box giveaway. Power Girl still diligently holding down our boxes back there. I say ours only because possession is 9/10 of the law. Right now we have them. We would like to give them to you. All you got to do, if you want to get a free entry or up to 8, because we have some bonus entries thanks to our Gleam.io link. You can find that in our About section on Twitch at Average Zen Presents, our About section on YouTube at Average Zen, or our pin posts on Twitter, X, and Blue Sky at Average Zen. Yes, yeah, easy, simple, free, takes a few moments, and would mean a lot to us, and could get you in the running to win a box. We'll be holding that drawing on April 14th, and looking forward to it. Yeah, I want to share my love of Magic the Gathering with you. But today, specifically, I want to share my love of pirates and Brawl with you, because we're doing a pilot, yes, that is true actually, a pirate Brawl deck. Yes, no actual pilots will be harmed in the making of this Brawl, but the pirates may find themselves being pilots of various vehicles. We don't have a huge amount, but it's a typo. It's kind of a theme, you know. So we have this new guy, Arius, the Flyby Trawler. Is it Commander? 1 red, 1 blue, 1/1 flying trample shark pirate. Whenever Arius attacks, seek a non-shark card, discard that card at the beginning of the next end step. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, put a +1/+1 counter on Arius. Yeah, so card advantage gets bigger when you discard. You don't have to discard the card. You could play it if it's possible for you to. But, you know, yeah, so it seems good. I wanted to play it. I like card advantage. I like, especially with our Monument to Endurance, I like the new discard typo kind of thing going on Arena right now. Been leading into that pretty heavily. We've got a few issues, however. Number 1, in all of my testing games so far, opponents see this thing and they're like, nope, and it's dead on the spot. So your 2-mana commander will likely wind up costing 4 and then 6 and 8 math. Yes. So to try to prevent that, I've loaded up on a few more counter spells and protection than I would normally run in this kind of deck, because we really want that card advantage, and we really want that Shark Pirate manning the helm for wonderful effects, such as pirate friends like Magmakin Artillerist, which says whenever you discard 1 or more cards, this creature deals that much damage to each opponent. Or, of course, we mentioned the Monument to Endurance that lets you draw even more cards when you discard, make treasure tokens, or drain your opponent. Lifecraft Engine is one vehicle we might want to get out. As this vehicle enters, choose a creature type. We'll probably be choosing pirate. Our vehicle creatures you control are the chosen creature type in addition to their other types. Each creature you control of the chosen type other than this vehicle gets +1/+1, so that's going to buff all of our pirates, of which we have a few, including more discard lovers like Captain Howler, Sea Scourge, a new one, Carry Zev, crew of 2, that allows us to get a bunch of Ragavans, who oddly enough is a pirate monkey as well, so Marauding Mako will seem like a natural fit in here. We won't be seeking it off of Arius Flyby Trawler because it is a shark, much like our Captain Howler, but they're the only 2 that won't get pulled by Arius. To support our protection game plan and maybe get us a little bit more life gain, we are running Swiftfoot Boots and Shadow Spear, as well as Mizium Skin. I also like that we have some options that are pirate themed, as well as around this deck, like our Refute, which is draw a card, discard a card, counter spell. Lookout's Dispersal. If you control a pirate, it costs less, so 1 blue, 1 colorless for a counter target spell unless the controller pays 4. We're running some mean cards because we don't have much in the way of good removal in blue and red. At least not for a creature-based deck, which is what we are. So you'll see Pyroclasm, and that's because I anticipate being able to get Arius up above 2 power. And that's really about it. We'll make some fairies maybe with Improbable Alliance, Roaring Furnace to do some early removal, as well as give us our card draw in case we can't find Monument to Endurance to increase our odds and card advantage. We also have Silent Submersible and the Belligerent, as well as the Boosted Sloop. I'd really love to get a vehicle out and play with our fish pirate friend, the Fearless Swashbuckler, who says 3/3 haste whenever you vehicles you control have haste whenever you attack. If a pirate and a vehicle attack this combat, draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards, which Arius will love. So will Monument to Endurance. Was thinking about throwing in a Trophy Mage, but yeah, I think we'll have enough card draw that we might get there to help Arius connect should they become huge. We have Thassa Deep Dwelling, as well as Thassa, God of the Sea. I think that actually the Deep Dwelling is for things that for our ETBs, but the Thassa, the God of the Sea, lets us become unblockable. We can make a creature unblockable, yeah, and that seems good if we get this guy big enough, as well as giving us that every upkeep scry 1, so we can pull off cards off the top and put them on the bottom, do some filtering. Notably, Arius, when they seek, they don't mess with the top of the deck, so I thought that was pretty good. We had Smuggler's Copter, of course, Karn Silex for a little bit of board wipe action that's not damage based, and I like Mu Yanling in this deck. We've done Mu Yanling by herself as a commander in a vehicles deck. We actually got to do the Go Shintai Mecha Titan, or the Mech Titan rather, and that was fun. We're not doing that exactly, leaning in as heavily into the vehicle theme this time, but we do have a few, and she makes her own vehicle. She comes with her own car, and notably, when creatures, not just vehicles, with flying deal combat damage to a player, you draw a card. Just 1, but we can draw more with like Biden of Thassa or Enduring Curiosity, should the need arise. We have very little in the name of ramp in here. Captain Storm might help. I've tried to keep our curve as low as possible. And I like our possession engine. That should let us take control of a creature that's giving us some problems. Sometimes our opponent's commander, maybe. And let's take it into the queue. If you want the full deck list, you can always check out !deck if you're in chat. If you're watching later on YouTube, of course, the video description is your friend. You'll find a link to our Untapped GG page there with all of our various changes that have, that may happen to the deck. Up against Arms Heavy, Tamiyo Field Researcher. Alright, what does this Tamiyo do? Choose 2 target creatures to your next turn. Whenever those creatures deal combat damage, you draw a card, so they like card draw. Tap up 2 target non-land permanents. They don't untap during the controls. Okay, and then you get an emblem. You may cast spells from your hand without paying their mana costs. No blue mana to be found, huh? Okay then. Can't do that. Okay, this is somewhat better. We'll do this. We got some early plays. We got some removal. I like it. Alright, we even have a 3-tree city, which will, of course, go down as a pirate. Alright, so, Arius Flyby Trawler. No protection right now, but, what now? Whenever a creature dies, you gain 1 life. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or activate abilities. Oh, okay. Well, let's go with Enterprising Scallywag. And we'll hold up 1 mana just in case we draw something good. Glinthorn Buccaneer, not great. We would like to have had that. It's like a duplicate Magmakin Artillerist ability, but also a pirate. There's a Silex, very cool. Alright then. Oh, we found Monument to Endurance. Cool. Well, let's go pirate. And we'll play Monument to Endurance. And attack. In the turn, we discard. Let's make a treasure. I think here comes Tameo. Very cool. Alright, Urza Silex is 3. That's 2. Tameo is 4. Okay, well. See, I guess they're gonna draw some cards. Alright, let's go with... Let's just attack in. They can draw some cards. That's fine. Alright, sure. We'll play Karn Silex. And Shadow Spear. And I believe that is good for now. I imagine they use Urza's Silex to blow up our 2-drops. I'm wondering why the Nykthos. Prophydatic Memory, huh? Are they going to play a creature? No? Okay. Well, let us go ahead and... Can we activate this as... activate only as a sorcery? Well, I hate that we do this, but we cannot let them... We use that Urza Silex. And we'll take action. Burn it all down. I'm not sure why we did that. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Alright, our opponent is holding up a lot of mana. What does it mean? Well, we're going to surveil. That's one thing. Arius, can you do it on your own? That's the question. Confounding Conundrum. Okay. And then there was... What exactly? Shatter the sky. Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. And we will discard, Fiery Cannonade seems fine. Alright, Captain Howler. And attack. Lofty Denial. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Perhaps another board wipe is in store for us. That hardly seems like the first pick. I'm sure there will be others. There we go. Cool. Yep. Alright. Eyes everywhere. Exchange control of this enchantment and target non-land permanent. Oh well, we have managed to draw many lands. Not the best. Uh-huh. You would like to do what now? Uh-huh. Oh, well, you're not going to steal our commander. I'm sorry, no. Oath of Teferi. Cool. Alright then, well, let's go with, just attack you with a 3/3 Frog Lizard. End of turn. We're not going to play anything until we can find a way to get rid of the eyes everywhere. Storm of Saruman. The what? Whenever a spell or an ability an opponent controls destroys a non-creature. Okay. Cool. Well, we got him on a 5-turn clock. This is some very salty cards our opponent is playing, aren't they? Extravagant Replication. Okay. Yeah, sure. Alright then. I make a copy of the Extravagant Replication. Alright, well, we need a counter spell and a Cyclonic Rift. Both would be great. Depopulate. Wonderful. What is wrong with you, opponent? Alright, that's a lot of Tamios. I guess we're not using that bracket system. Seems a little bit unbalanced. Are imprisoned on the moon in the face of 4 Tamios. Doesn't seem that good. I mean, I don't know why they would even bother paying 0 mana for spells not in their hand. There we go. There you go. Well, that's one. I could have played that. And they're like, Storm of Sorman, yeah. Ward 3 enchantment. Seems fine. Oh, yeah. Draw lots of cards, please. Now they have counterspell mana up. Wonderful. We're doing so well. Our commander costs 8. Our 2 mana commander costs 8. Eyes everywhere. They are just in love with the idea of stealing our pirates. And we draw a land. I guess we'll auto pay. We're going to decline. I mean, honestly, there's nothing we can do in this game. There's absolutely zero we can do in this game. At this point. Other than just sit here and watch our opponent play spells. They have 68 cards left in their library. Yeah. We're just gonna go because even though I don't want to concede, I said yesterday in our Achievement Hunters Lodge that we were gonna stop conceding in non-ladder games. But yeah, our opponent is a jerk. I don't know why you would play that deck in a casual format, other than just to be a jerk. Just pure assault. Were you harmed as a child, opponent? You can reach out to people and talk about this. You don't have to take it out on Arena. There's better ways. Alright. Speaking of self-harm, we're playing up against Glissa Sunslayer. We did this to ourselves. And we don't have any blue mana. Not great. Okay, well, we do have a Regavan. There's something. Go, you crazy pirate monkey, go. No, okay, well, apparently Glissa is afraid of monkeys. I'm alright with it. They're just there to get us treasure because we have no ramp. No mana rocks. No ramp except for the pirate booty. Alright, well, now we get a Pantlaza Sun Favored. This is the one that seeks dinosaurs. Yeah, discovers into dinosaurs where it's their toughness. Oh, great. Wonderful. Alright, well. I believe this is a keeper. We have some protection. We have a vehicle that's on theme. We got another pirate. And another good vehicle. The Dino Prod on theme themselves. Even with the avatar as well. They like dinosaurs. We all go through that phase at one point in our life, I think. Some people stay there. Alright, Dino Prod, I'm gonna give you a prod. Boop. Boop. Wake up. The shock stick. Come on. Come on. Come on, clever girl. Whoa. Energetic, even. Your card sleeves are showing more signs of life than you, Dino Prod. What is going on? Please. We have a decent hand. We just want to play a game. No? No? Okay. Well. Goose is loose. Let's go with a Surveil, and Thundering Fall seems good. And the Shadow Spear also seems good. Are they there now? Hello, McFly. Signs point to no. This is a tragedy. We'll finally get a good hand. We appear to be playing up against someone who is not in it to completely ruin our day, but to do their own thing. I can respect that, even if it is gotta be with huge dinos. And yet, late to the party. Alright then, we'll take it. It's not the win we wanted, but Plant Laza. Too bad, that could have been a decent game. Chances are they were going to spend the first couple of turns ramping when we would spend that attacking, and then you know, we might have gotten Arius up to a decent power. Could stop the dinosaur maybe. We'll never know. That's how life works. You never know what's down the road you don't go down. Unless you use a map, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe you'll see something different. Alright, what have we found now? Looks like Giada, Font of Hope. Well, that's a little disappointing. They're going to have a ton of flyers, and we kind of want to be alone in the sky, you know, with our thoughts. Unable to scream, not bad. They also have a 2-mana commander, and they're on the play. Bummer. And Lava Spur Boots. Great. Alright, do they go for their commander here? That's the question. They got the boots. They've got multiple pairs of boots. Alright then, I guess we are going to go ahead and go for our commander then. And Giada, and then equip, I imagine. I mean, we don't have anything in our hand that could have done anything about that. That's unfortunate. And here come the Swiftfoot Boots. Cool. No blocks. And we cannot find a land. Alright then. Okay. This deck has more lands than I would like. And yet we cannot find one. There we go. At least Arius gets a chance to trade with Giada. Resplendent Angel. Okay. Comes in as a 4/4. Wonderful start for our opponent. Not so great for us. Alright, well, let's go Malcolm. Hey, we found another land. That's good. Well, let's go Unable to Scream on the Angel. There we go. And we will offer up a trade, I think. You got a block? No? Yes? Maybe? They do. They do block. This is fine. Assuming we can find one more mana, I guess this is fine. They have enough mana to recast their commander. How'd they get so lucky? Disenchant. Okay. Wonderful. Well, we tried. Deafening Silence. Each player can cast more than one non-creature spell each turn. Cool. Alright, well, we found a tapped land. Blue, I guess we go Subterranean Schooner, attack in, and we will discard, I guess the Fiery Cannonade will not help. We have to cast Spiteful Banditry for a total of 6 mana to clear the board now. Nasty. Alright, we got a Giada back out. I'm really hoping we can draw an Imprisoned on the Moon because... no, that's not it. Okay. Would you care to block, Giada? No? Alright, well, we will discard the Spiteful... no, I think we gotta discard the Belligerent. And then we're gonna do the Arius Flyby Trawler. And in the turn, next turn we can Shadow Spear. And what? Wow. Sphere of Safety. Wonderful. Well, they currently have how many enchantments? What is the number for number of, so they got 1. They only have 1. Okay. No blocks. All right then. Oh, God. You gotta be kidding me, man. They only have one enchantment. Why does it cost 4? Why does it cost 4? That was 2 each. Oh, God. Ridiculous. Yeah, this was by far the worst matchup we could have had. They're going to have nothing but flyers. So we cannot attack it. And they found double boots in the opening hand. Okay. Wow. What do you say to that? Misty Rainforest? I guess we'll keep on drawing lands. That's fine. Alright, well, we have our Arius Flyby Trawler for the moment. Bristly Bill makes an appearance. Let's go ahead and we'll do... How many cards do we want to get rid of? I think we get rid of 2. And we'll get rid of the Subterranean Schooner and Captain Howler. No, Sky Sovereign. Oh, okay. Alright, Thassa, you will be needed. Chatterfang. Okay, scratch that. Imprisoned on the Moon, you will be needed. Let's go ahead and get our Molten Tributary. Imprison Chatterfang on the Moon. And swing in. Goodbye, Shadow Spear. That's fine. They have a lot of cards in hand. Igra, Eater of All. Cool. Alright, well, that makes Carrie Zev look kind of silly. I do like the rapid hybridization. But we'd have to sacrifice a food. I think we do that. Is that a food? No, it's not a food because it's not a creature yet. Well, heck. Sanguine Bond. Oh boy. Our opponent is going for it. I don't know what they're doing exactly. Glinthorn Buccaneer. We'll keep that on top. And go with, I believe, yeah, we'll just play it. That will allow us at least to deal some additional damage when we discard. Alright, the Blast Zone, that's unfortunate. I don't think we're going to be using that. Alright, so we get bigger. Glenhorn deals some damage. Exquisite Plot. Okay. So now all we have to do is sacrifice Eager and we lose. Do it for with a 2-card win combo. Except they're not. Oh, she's not food. So yeah, they have to find a way to gain life. Well, we need to do something about that. That's not it. Lofty Denial, also not it. I think the answer lies in the Glinthorn Buccaneer along with Arius. Yeah, we attack in with both. Make Glinthorn Buccaneer unblockable. Discard a card to draw a card. And that's game. Am I wrong? We'll see. Hey, we did it. Nice. And they had the kill. They had it on the battlefield. All they had to do was gain life. We managed to come out of nowhere with 4 mana. There we go. That's some pirates in action. What did we get for our troubles? A Strike Force. Okay. It's so exciting. I mean, yay, Strike Force. All right. So you see, when our opponent isn't playing a deck full of flyers, or just pure salt hatred, it's all right. It's all right. Vivian Reed. All right. Up your mana. Will be our opponent. Yeah, this is the destroy artifact and enchantment one, and they can eventually make creatures and stuff. That's gonna be an issue. But you know, we'll roll with it. We even have a nice curve out here. I like it. Enduring Curiosity, even better. We'll give them plenty of targets to destroy, I guess. Alright, Arius, go! Incubation Druid. A little ramp action going on. Well, let's go with Captain Lannery Storm. And make some treasures. Oh, we even got a Kaido. That's cool. Alright. I think we go ahead and use said treasure to find, to play our expedition map. I guess we should have done that already. Well, no, we couldn't, because Captain Lannery Storm didn't make the treasure until they attacked. So, we couldn't play it instant speed, unless we have a high fate trickster somewhere. We don't, though. Alright, more ramp. So I think they're on Vivian Reed mana next turn. Alright, we hit our lands. That's good. Well, let's full swing. Make ourselves a treasure. And hope they block with the Root Rider Fawn. You know? I think we actually channel this. Get rid of the Incubation Druid. That will make Arius bigger. No blocks? Oh, they do block. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll sacrifice this for a blue. Then we'll activate this and grab ourselves a 3-tree city. I think that sounds good. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. That'll slow them down. We want more time to play with our toys, please, Vivian. And we'll go with Pirate. Not Pilot, Pirate. Okay, Breaches. Seems good. And we'll go ahead and attack in full swing. Create a treasure token. And target creature can't block this turn. And we'll go enduring. No! Curiosity. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's fair. Good game, opponent. Good game. Vivian Reed couldn't get out there fast enough to destroy all of our precious stuff. All right, let's see what we have in store next. So we started out a little rough, but I think we're getting the hang of it. Not unhappy. I had no illusions that this deck would be an all-star. It is a pirate-themed deck up against Pearl Ear Imperial Advisor. Yeah, they're the ones that have affinity for auras. Enchantments have affinity for auras, and whenever you cast an aura spell, the target is a modified permanent you control, draw a card. So they're mostly just going to be playing auras that get rid of all of our stuff over and over and over again. So, with that in mind, let's get going. Authority of the Consoles, wonderful. So glad that was out there already. Well, that's a good one drop. Alright, Nahiri's Wrath, we'll hold that on top. Alright, Arius, come on out. Come out and play. There's Pearl. Alright, well, let's go ahead and hit Pearl for 4. Yeah, it seems good. And we'll go total mana value, so 3. Oh, no. We want to go 2 and 2. Actually, no, what? We'll go 2 and 2. And we got to do 4. Oh, okay, fine. There you go. We discarded most of our hand to get rid of your commander. I hope you're happy. Core Spirit Dancer. Divine Favor. Alright. Alright, well, let's go ahead. We don't have double red. Okay, well, let's attack in, see what we get. And that's a land. Well, let's cast a Belligerent. We have a ship. We have a pirate. Goal achieved. Oh, double striking Core Spirit Dancer. Very nice. Cool, we're taking 10 damage. Swiftfoot Boots, not exactly what we wanted to see. Let's go ahead and crew. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and return that to your hand. And play our Glinthorn Buccaneer. And we get to play a land for turn. That's good. Corsair Captain looking pretty spicy over there as well. Oh, Enduring Curiosity is now on top. I see you. Oh, there comes Core Spirit Dancer Part 2, the Respiriting. Cather's Call. Okay. Alright then. Well, let's go ahead and... This has got a crew of 3. Yeah, we'll hold that back. Karn Silex, I think, is good. Alright, Enduring Curiosity. That's fine, they gain some life. We draw some cards, discard, and there you go. Get bigger, deal some damage. Ironclad Slayer. Okay, gonna return an aura or equipment card from their graveyard to their hand. I imagine that's the double strike one. Are you kidding me? Wonderful. So we're taking 11 damage? No, 8 damage. Can we close the game out? I don't think so, but we'll see. Alright, so let's grab a mountain. We will crew the Belligerent with Enduring Curiosity. And Full Swing. Use Glinthorn Buccaneer to discard Swiftfoot Boots. Use Glinthorn Buccaneer to discard the Siren... Captain Howler. I use that to discard the Siren Storm Tamer. And I think we still lose. But we gave it an honest shot. Yeah, them being able to block multiple things per turn is just not great. Alright, we'll let them get the hit in. No, because now they want to play extra stuff, so no, go ahead. You got greedy, opponent. You got greedy. We're gonna let you swing. I mean, we're completely tapped down, and you want to play more spells. Nope, sorry. Alright, well, I had fun. You know, we didn't win all of the games, but we won a couple. And I think Arius is a fun commander. If you like drawing cards, if you like the discard effects, I definitely think we could make the deck more competitive, but that wasn't really the point. I wanted to do pirates and boats, so there you go. As always, please love one another, be cool, don't be a jerk, and have fun playing Magic the Gathering.